Well, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Keeping Aquarium Talk Real. Kind of just came up with that. If you missed this is the second live stream today. We just did an hour and 20 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever, just a minute ago. Very good conversation as far as I'm concerned. And it was inspired by just whatever. So keeping the aquarium talk real. That's what's up. What's up, Whales Aquariums? What's good, my man? Naked Dog. Reef the sea forever. Rico, I didn't get the damn bell. Well, unfortunately, people get the bell a little bit late too now. I seen that on the very first live stream notifications. Looks like notifications is I'm at work, just listening. All right. Looks like people are getting notifications. See, there you go. Fish Freak Phil got the notifications, so that's what's up. Emmanuel, what's going on? How's it going? I don't know if I've seen you in here before. If you haven't, and it's your first time, glad that you're here. If you have any questions for anybody, hold on. Is that my dude, Electric Reef? I haven't seen him. I know we need to get to, you got notifications as well. Okay, well, thank you. Electric Reef, man, what's going on, man? The wife wants to come see the baby. The baby's going to be grown by the time we get to see the baby. But we don't know how people feel with this whole pandemic thing. And, some people get it. Some people won't ever get it. We're the ones that just ain't never got it. The wife's been around it for like a year, working around it constantly, nonstop. We just, whatever. And then you got me, the hard ass that just like refuses a lot of stuff. But, it is what it is. But hopefully wife is in love with the little man, by the way. He's really grown into himself. Let me tell you, we keep tabs on the pictures you guys put up. He's already crawling. I know. We need to come see the new house. Call y'all this weekend. Okay. The wife is off Friday. She does work Saturday and Sunday, Electric Reef. But the wife is off Friday. And I think Frost and V might be coming here. So I can double check and we can all talk about that. And too, I'm sure you like to see Frost and his wife V and the kids. So, but yeah, Larry, hit us up. Okay. Yep. Hit us up. The wife will be happy to hear about that. So definitely, and good to hear from you, bud. Good to hear from you. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I kind of miss seeing you here and there. I know it's been hectic. It's been one crazy year for everybody. But yeah, so. Patrick, what's going on? Sherry, I did get notified. Well, that is awesome. 2021, the second wave of that secret sauce. Well, Carrie, you know it, my man. Thank you. Got notification. This Freak says. All right. So if you guys don't mind, don't forget, hit that notification. Thank you so much. It's so easy to do. I totally understand it. It is what it is. So keeping reefing real, keeping the aquarium, just aquarium talk real. I think it's very big for this hobby. I think it needs to be that way. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about keeping things real? Let me tell you guys. You guys, do you really understand who sets the tone in the industry? It's you guys. Do you guys really understand that even though you don't have a platform, so therefore you really don't have a voice, but you really do have a voice? Even though it comes off as if people with no platform, no big followers have a voice. You have a voice. It's just not going out to, thousands and thousands of people. But you should never give up and not and just simply not voice your opinion. If you guys feel strong about something, you should make it known. There's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion. Your opinion does and will be heard. Whether something's done about it or not, that's another story. And that's another topic, quite frankly. But if you guys like when things are kept real and you really want things to be real, there's things that I have to eventually have to come out that I need to get off my chest. And when the time's right, I will be unleashing some things, right? Everything has a time and a place, and there's lots of things that I want to talk about, and there's lots of things that I want to get off my chest, and there's lots of things that I want to say. Now, it's not to be funny towards people or whoever, but I love my platform because I honestly never allowed anybody to pretty much tell me what to do or what not to do. I do try to listen to what people want. And here's the thing. And I mean this with the utmost respect, right? The more you try to give what the people want, the more you lose yourself as the host or whatever. And the more you're just truly not happy with your own platform. Therefore, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you're doing is making a change. And you have to understand no matter what you do, you're not going to please everybody. I try to please people and the best I can without sacrificing who I am as an individual. And guess what? If I've got to be honest, it never works out well. I'm just saying, it never works out. The people that you think that are there for you the most will let you down some way, shape, or form. The people that you try to have their back will let you down some way, shape, or form. It's very rare that you have so many people that are there no matter what happens, what's your channel, no matter what happens, how you feel today, what you're getting off your chest, or what happened with you and so, or, they appreciate you for you. Those people are hard to come by. Now, there are quite a few of you guys that are actually in here, that's been here from day one, that's been with me through all the bullshit and drama, to be quite honest, whether they agreed or didn't agree, whatever, however it was, they still respected my space, they respected my platform, and they respected me and my house. And never said a fucking word about anything. And still here. Just for those people that think that they're not noticed or appreciated, you know who you are. I appreciate you. Just so you understand that. And I think you know that. That just tells me a lot about your character. Okay? And I'm just being honest. Not to be funny. Can I use one person in here just for an example? I'm going to use one. And the only reason I'm going to use one because there's a little story behind it. And I know this person's not going to take it personal at all. And this person's been here. And this person's a mod. Okay? Flashkin. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know how to take this dude. We met on kind of not the right term, I feel. It was crazy. I've told this story before, but I got to hang out with Flashkin. And I got to know Flashkin for Flashkin. Flashkin's been in my house, my old house. I got to hang out with him. And he's been here from day one. No matter what, he's been here. All right. And I'm using Flashkin because, like I said, we met on a crazy term. And my wife and the king of DIY's wife at the time were freaked out. But Flashkin was a little tipsy and having fun. But the thing is, I didn't know, what this dude, whatever, and it was just weird. It was a weird situation. And Rolling over the van. But anyway, it was weird. It was a weird situation, and here we are, and here he still is. He's been through. I've had, I was kind of like, whatever. What's up with this dude? But also, this dude became a mod, and this dude's been here from day one. And honestly, I greatly appreciate him. He helps out. He does his part. I mean, he probably gets frustrated with me at times. I'm talking about like that, but he keeps it to his fucking self. You know what I mean? He helps. He doesn't become part of a problem that goes on with, social media and other people that's been mods on my channel and all this other stuff, right? And I'm just being real. And he knows I'm like computer illiterate. Like, he's willing to drive all the way over here, set my shit up, and just do it. That's kind of funny and cool, But he really, obviously, that says a lot to me, right? And think about what I'm saying, people. He wants to come here. He wants to set up stuff. He's been in my house before, right? But he wants to make sure that my production is very, very good. And he's got to walk me through stuff like I'm a 2-year-old. I have to accept that. I'm a 2-year-old at this. This is me right here. I can't script. I'm not going to script. I got to be me. Once again, you guys wonder why I can't be a character. It just wouldn't work out for me. There's a lot of characters on YouTube that they can go into that I can't. I would fail miserably. So it's just best that I just be real and stay me, which that's how my whole life has been. But, for him to do that or want to do that, what does that say? I mean, not to be funny, that he really appreciates this channel. He really enjoys this channel. He sees probably what this channel can do, actually. I can't speak for him. I can't know exactly what he thinks, but his actions say more than him typing in the chat, giving out the code for Saltwater Aquarium and doing these things, He's a big help, and there's other ones here, Sherry, and anybody that's been here for quite some time. Don't get it twisted. I just used one person because there's a little history that came behind that, because I thought he was a troll. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I thought he was beyond troll. Like, what is up with this dude? Whatever. But, can't judge a book by its cover. And, me as a person, I'm soft in some ways because I like giving people a second chance. I like giving people third chances. 4 chances, until I just can't give out any more chances. Okay. A lot of people say, Rico, you get a troll, just be done with it right then and there. I said 2021, that's what I'm doing because I have to do it. I've tried it a million times, being that soft part of me that tries to understand what somebody's going through, try to understand why they might be trolling or just getting shit off their chest and venting, and maybe it has nothing to do with me, but at the end of the day, that just takes away from so much of my energy to feed into good conversations and good talks and good, what I can do for everybody else. So yeah, I'm a sucker for giving people multiple chances. That says what about my character? I'm a hard ass. Yeah, I know I'm a hard ass. I can do all kinds of shit because I know me. Right. And I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know what I was built to do and all that. But at the end of the day, I'm human. I have compassion. I have feelings. I have emotion. So I'm not a person walking around soulless, I guess. I have morals. I have integrity. I have these things where I want to see people do great. I want to see people do good. I know I wasn't always a good guy. I don't know what the hell y'all think about me. But I'm going to tell you right now, I was a motherfucker you didn't want to meet in the dark alley at a part in my life. You know what I mean? I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. See, people don't understand that. People don't have a clue of that about me. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It made me the man I am today. It might have been a rough road. It might have been a lot of things. But guess what? The sacrifices and the things that I've made. And this is how this hobby, fish, oh my God. This was my PTS, I guess, ground of just feeling grounded, feeling like nothing can change here. This is stability. This is, everything that I needed in my life was these fish, aquariums. And, that's how this all came about. Everybody has their own story, right? This is the only thing that made sense in my life. I have a family. I have a wife. I have kids. I have from 21, 17, 11, 9, and 6. Okay. And one, if he was still here, 16. Okay. So he's not here. I have a son that's older than my son now. If he was still here, he's not. He's dead. Okay. So this is, just, it is what it is, man. It's the only thing that made sense. It kept me grounded. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I really, but anyway, sometimes stuff just hits me sometimes, you know what I mean? But I've been on my own for a very long time, and I could be depressed about it. I could be angered about the things that I had to go through, experience just growing up. Growing up at a very fast rate at a very young age. There's a lot that, people can share when they're willing to share it. But you know what I am thankful for? I'm thankful for being who I am and being true to myself and understanding that my kids, because of all the things I had to go through and sacrifice, my kids will never have to go through that. Ever. You understand what I'm saying? So, and to sit here with you guys and just, do what it is that I do is, it's an outlet. It's what saved me basically, or helped me in a lot of situations or just terrible times. This is what I love. And for anybody to tell me otherwise, you don't fucking know me. You know what I mean? This is my hobby. I have multiple hobbies. I love being on motorcycles. I love the feel of the wind. I love the feel of doing 100 miles an hour plus down the freeway, knowing that if I hit something, I'm not going to feel shit, if that makes sense. I just love the peace that comes with that, just like the peace that comes with the aquariums. I don't know what to tell people. I have multiple hobbies. I love doing, things. And that's just a part of me, whether somebody knows or don't know, about me. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people I do appreciate that's been here from the very beginning. So, and I just want people to understand that and realize that, keeping it real is just keeping it real. It's easy to keep it real. It's harder to be something you're not. And I see a lot of things people do. Like me, I like to have fun. I like to goof off. I like to talk shit. But, trust and believe me, talking shit, I don't talk shit that I can't back up. You know what I mean? I just love, saying all mine seem to be expensive according to my wife. Well, it is what it is. He says, I feel the same way. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot about people that people don't know that we all in here, we all have our own stories, and we all have things that brought us all together for a reason. With that reason, you got to play with your dough. But one thing for sure, we all holding the same card because we're all here. We're all in this hobby together for what reason or another. We all have our reasons why we enjoy it or why we like to take the punishment that it gives us. Like, all the problems. We're trying to run from problems, but we want to solve these problems that the aquarium gives us. It's something about it. I don't know what it is. I just learned to love it, and it loves me. So if that makes sense. So I love riding as well, but my Kawasaki 900 won't keep up with your Harley. Probably won't keep up with the Harley, but when I was riding bikes, all I mess with is a Yamaha R1. That's my number one bike to this day. I know they got the K2 and Kawasaki and all this other stuff, but the R1 has always been the bike for me. And my TL1000, that was just a heavier bike. I liked it, as well. It's a different type of ride, but Gixxers never really did nothing for me. Too bulky too and whatever, but even my first bagger, my Yamaha 1300, V-Star 1300, that's where my baggers became, where I really enjoyed, I guess just because of age, where I really enjoyed having the baggers. I love riding though. I've always loved riding. And I love my aquariums. I can't be with my aquariums 24/7. I got to leave the house. So when I leave the house, what do I like? I like big trucks. I mean, I guess that could be a hobby. My cars could be a hobby, right? I love trucks. I love motorcycles. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having multiple hobbies. I'm just saying. But anyway, keep it real is definitely what I'm about, and I want to focus on. I love when you guys ask questions. I love when others engage in here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a long time, but I've seen a lot recently of people coming in asking questions, and you guys taking the damn time out instead of waiting for me to see it and interrupting me in my venting or me talking. You guys are sitting right there, politely answering people's questions. That is what this fucking hobby should have been about a long time ago. And I'm not trying to be funny. And doing it in a polite, respectful manner is a plus. Yeah, we need more of this shit. I'm serious. People wonder why I don't go to other things or want to see other people's shit, because all it is shit. It's a lot of shit that I don't want to see is shit. I deal with a lot of shit on a daily basis, so I don't want to go in and see more people's shit. I want to see streams where people are actually being very polite, not talking down at somebody, but talking with somebody and answering questions in a very respectful way. You understand what I'm saying? In a very respectful way. Let me see what this is. Oh, male person in the backyard. In a very respectful way. Try to help where I can. Everybody does. CBR 1000 was my bike. I raced on the East Coast tracks for a few years. See, that's another thing. See, I didn't know that. No, I did not know that about Jeff. I didn't know that about Jeff. Jeff's a very tall guy, so to talk and come with, whatever. I mean, yeah, you can adjust shocks and, I see him being as tall as he is, more of a Hayabusa guy. But that's crazy. I had no idea. So I was considered an organ donor during those times, literally. In 1 year, I laid a bike down 6 times, flew over a hood of a car, slid down the road. One time I actually got a picture I could show you guys. I was wrapped up like a mummy. They're lucky. They got pictures, and I tore all this skin here. I tore all this off, my leg. I took a 50-cent piece right at the top of my head, man. All of it grew back, man. They would take pictures and bring me up on it because I ended up with a bad concussion. Uh, and they would wake me up. I let me go, and I went home, and then I started having bad vomiting, and that's when I don't know why they released me anyway after that, after wrapping me up, like a lobster. But then they put me out with morphine. I was out for like 3 days, and they would slowly bring me up out of this morphine coma type stuff. And scrub my bandages and scrub me with iodine and just scrub the skin because I wasn't dressed in a way because I was just going to make a payment. I was going up and I was actually on my way to a funeral. So I was like, let me go make this car payment and then I'll come right back. The car payment place was up the road. I figured I'd jump on a bike, tank top, it's hot sunny day. I'll run up there real quick, make this payment, man. Hit this dump truck, dropped sand, like it was spilling sand or whatever. And I barely just touched the brakes in the front wheel set. And I was like at 40 miles an hour, 35, 40 miles an hour on the road. And, your adrenaline going. So I jumped right up, man. I threw the bike. It happened right where I needed to do the way. So I threw the bike into the into the shop. Because I didn't want to get a ticket, obviously, for failure to control or something. Who knows what they would have did. But my buddy came pick me up. I said, I need to go to the hospital. Obviously, went to the hospital. They released me. Had to call my buddy, like, dude, something's not right. I'm vomiting. I can't stop vomiting. I'm, like, going through all kinds of stuff. Rattled my noodles loosed a little bit. And woke up 3 days later. But during the time they had to wake me up, man, and scrub these bandages. And they put these yellow Vaseline gauze, over my stuff. And they take pictures. And what they was doing is they let it dry and then they rip me back. They rip it back off and take me down to the pink meat and clean up. And they never let it scab up. They wouldn't let it scab. And then they sent me home to do the same thing. But it wouldn't let it scab. And because of that, it was crazy. The healing process was just like whatever. So they took these pictures to put on the board as if it was a new thing that they're doing for like maybe burn victim. Because ultimately that's what it is. You get, the road just peeling your skin, burning you right up, Yeah, you end up in the burn unit. He said, that's what Jeff said. Yeah, plenty of skin grafts. Yeah, you end up. So I had here 50-cent piece. My arm was wrapped. My leg on the side of my calf just peeled, man. Just peeled up, man. I think another arm or whatever. I was peeled up. So when I say look like a mummy wrapped up, I make a mummy. The only thing is I didn't. The scrubbing of the iodine and the brush, Jeff can relate. Oh my God, bro. They scrub you, clean you. You know what I mean? The thing is, I lucked out. I didn't have to get the skin graft, but I also was doing 40. Jeff was doing like, who knows? He was on the highway. So that's a lot more sliding, a lot more time on that pavement, but yeah, so that scrubbing my knee, scraping your knees. Oh yeah, get down, baby, get down. Yeah, make her grab, make her stuck them corners, man. Yeah, but it was one of those things, man. It was crazy. But yeah, that was some fun. I don't know how we got on that subject, but something I said writing, I guess. But yeah, they called me an organ donor 6 times in 1 year. People turned left to center on me. Nothing ever on the highway. And on the highway, I'm getting it. I ain't even gonna lie. $180, on the highway, I'm gone. I'm gone. It takes 12 seconds for a sheriff deputy car to do a quarter mile. They can do it in about 12, almost 13 seconds, about 13 seconds. 100 and maybe 20 or something, maybe something like that. So yeah, there is no catching. But anyway, but yeah, I got tons of stuff that I can share with you, and it's fun to have this platform to be able to do all kinds of stuff. Aquarium talk, everything in between. It just kind of opens yourself up to let people in, so people can get to know you a little bit better. Not that it's anybody's business. And yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person, I got nothing to hide, man. I ain't got nothing to hide. I don't mind talking about all kinds of stuff, man. Personal, whatever, just when I feel like it's appropriate or whatever. And I'll do it too. So I think I had an aquarium in my place of residence for the past 12 years. There you go. I love meeting Rico at reef shows. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. I love the run. Yeah. East Coast track for a few. Yeah. It's great when it needs. It's not if you go down, it's when. You will always drop a bike. I don't care who you are. You'll always lay down a bike. Even the best of the best, you get complacent. You get too confident. Hopefully it just reminds you in a nice way and not in for your last time. That's the only thing. Hospital for 20 days, plenty of skin grafts. Yeah, buddy. The scrubbing was the worst. That is terrible, man. Terrible. I enjoy bilging. Yeah, there you go. I know my mother-in-law who's a respiratory piece said if you're an organ donor, they won't work as hard to save you because organs are worth more. That is true. I'm pretty sure that's true. Because you got crucial time with that. So there's a time that things has to be done, or it's just not viable, the organ. So it is what it is. I am not an organ donor, so. But anyway, yeah, I'm just not. Unfortunately, I don't live in a world where I trust a whole lot. I laid it there back down after running from environmental PO. Luckily, I was on a ice and not road. Right. So anyway, but yeah, man, this hobby is a very good hobby. It can be. I just want to say once again, for you guys that I've seen people come in, I do watch, even though I'm like in my talks or in my rants or whatever. I sit here and sometimes I get done. I said, well, okay, let me read these chats real quick. And then as I'm going, I'm seeing a lot of you guys answering these questions that people coming in for. Hey, and for anybody that says or whatever, think that these people are giving them misinformation or misguided information. A lot of these people have been here for quite some time since I started this channel. They know my response. They know a lot of my intake on how I feel about things. And they have their own feel about things. And I trust that their feelings and their opinions is just as valuable, as good as mine. So, but if you like to hear my opinion, you say, hey, with all respect, can Rico answer that or whatever? If you really have to hear it from me or something, that's fine too. Once I'm done talking, if you're willing to wait or something like that, that's fine too. But I love seeing the engagement of others helping out others and not being assholes about it or being rude like I see and have seen on other places. Just saying. So appreciate you guys doing that and being respectful in my house, on my channel, with people coming in asking questions. Because honestly, this channel ain't about whatever. I don't care who got beef with who. You got to take that shit to your channel. At the end of the day, because I mean, I'm being serious. Like, I don't, yeah, you have to take it over there. That's just all to that. Take that beef somewhere else. I need one frag from everyone that's in the chat. Hi, reefers. I need one frag from everyone that's in the chat. Nice, Carrie. You would go there and just, thank you, Carrie. Thank you. that didn't even sound genuine. That's all crazy, but okay, Carrie. By the way, everyone, if you don't mind, please hit the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I do know sometimes we forget. It's okay. Take that beef to Wendy's. Right. Take that beef to Wendy's. So what do you guys think about some of the let me ask some questions, because I know you guys are whatever, and I know there's some delays in this, but and I might have asked this before. What are some of the things that you feel maybe this channel needs to do? And the only reason I ask that, not that it's going to change the way I do things, but I like to hear input. I like to hear other people's perspective on things. Or is there anything that you could see that you would like me to implement into these talks, I guess? What's going to happen with this the aquarium trade, with every country banning it? I have no idea. All I know is that I will always be here for those that want to talk about aquariums. Because at the end of the day, if they ban, it's going to be hobbyists trading with inside hobbyists. So people are being prepared to, rear up tangs and all this other stuff. So farm raised and, doing all this crazy stuff. So it's like something that I feel like it's been in the works and has been talked about. Support captive breeding. I like that. Mermaid says support captive breeding. So that's what I was just talking about. But, with all this going on, I mean, obviously it's going to be ultimately you guys supporting each other if you want to be part of the hobby. You will have Top Shelf. You have Worldwide Corals. You have Tidal Gardens. You would have a lot of these farmers that have big facilities. Unless something catastrophically happened, they're going to be okay. And there's always going to be corals. Now, what's the price of those corals going to go to? Supply and demand, I guess. That's why it's very important for you guys to understand how important it is to get along with one another, to create friendships that might last a lifetime, to bank corals with each other, understanding captive breeding and what it's going to do for you and help in the long process and long run. I mean, I think there needs to be more awareness on that. I think I'm pretty much spot on with Mermaid's supporting of the captive breeding. I think it's something to really think about. I think people should be doing it, quite honestly. I understand that the benefits from wild to captive are going to be whatever. Things are going to have to be learned and whatever and all this other stuff. I mean, there's always going to be a downfall of getting something that's never been in a natural environment. But the natural environment goes both ways, right? Because they've been in a natural environment. Your aquarium is not a natural environment. You get what I'm saying? So it's always going to be a debate situation. You're going to have this peanut gallery here and a peanut gallery here, back forth, but nobody can understand both sides. Unfortunately, that's what this hobby is about. Nobody can just have an open mind and understand both sides. What's hard about it? Okay. I prefer a wild caught fish because X, Y, and Z. But I also like the idea of captive bred because A, B, and C. A, B, and C is, well, you can really skip all the quarantine parts. All the fish shouldn't have ick or any of that because all of that could be stopped by captive bred. So all parasites, all ick, all that, well, pop and drop, pop and drop, pop and drop. What captive breeding, less so with corals, is the long-term effects of inbreeding. Well, if that's a concern, it's no different than the inbreeding of dogs or cats for shows and all that. You can go into the same bloodline X amount of time. You know what I mean? You can go in so many times before you have to go outside, right? Just saying. Humans obviously say you can marry your third cousin. The blood's not as whatever, so that makes it okay for those that are into that. And at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, we're all brothers and sisters. But in some ways, I'm just being that's okay. I'm not. Maybe I went a little too far, but that's just how I feel. It's my opinion. But at the end of the day, you have to go outside and spread that out, I guess. So you can go X, Y, and Z with this pair, and then with inside that pair with a pair for so many times, then you have to go back out. So if you have a couple different things, you'll always have multiple spawning partners. You'll always have partners. So I don't think it'd be so much of a concern if you're talking about breeding, because anybody that's ever bred anything knows that you're going to end up with fish with 10 eyes on its side or something if you just kept it all whatever. So Achilles hang in the area is over 2 G's. There won't be any more Achilles. There won't be. If that's with the Hawaii and all this stuff, only Achilles that will be in is be something illegally. And God forbid for those people to get caught doing that. So there won't be any of those. That's out. Those are going to be out. First off, not to be funny, Achilles, if Achilles was that easy, everybody would have one. Okay, I've tried my share of 4 of those, probably 16 blue tangs, powder blue tangs, 2 brown tangs. Second one was a go. The blues and Achilles obviously never worked for me. It is a fish that, let me tell you, is just, they're just pain in the butts to get to adapt and, whatever. It's just nothing, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just one of those things. 300 for a yellow tang. Yeah, that's not quite here yet. I mean, we're I think at I don't know, 60, 70 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that. I don't know. Now, purebred animals have more health problems than anything. Purebred? I think it's when you're, I don't know about that one. 508J. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I think when you get into morphing things and you can end up whatever, but you also can end up getting rid of that gene, I guess, but 1%. You can always get rid of everything but 1%, just for the record. If you ever had a person of color, whether white or black, and you and your significant other are the exact same color, white or black or Asian or whatever the case may be, somebody in your family went outside that and had, whatever, and then, then that person went back to whatever, right? You can get rid of everything but that 1%. So basically what I'm saying is 2 people that are white can have a colored child, and two people that are fully black can have a all white child, genetically, because of everything, whatever happened in maybe ancestor or whatever the case may be. You can get rid of everything but 1%. So people don't understand that, and when back in the day, there was a lot of stuff that might have been a no-no, but people did anyway, because they made it a no-no, but not that it should have been a no-no, just saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm a prime example. I have kids that are white as white, and I have kids that got some tan to them like me. It's just one of those things, just saying, any of my kids would be 75%. Well, I guess you could say white, but my wife is like, she's white, but she's like, maybe I don't understand. Anyway, not today. Sorry guys for that loud music, by the way. But I mean, looking at her, she's white. I mean, she's white, and you'd say I'm half Russian and half Puerto Rican. So you got what, 75%? She's her grandma used to say Quaker or something. I don't know. Before she passed away, my wife's grandmother. But dude, so 75%. Let's just say 75% white and 25%, not even 25%. Puerto Rican, which is not even that, because my grandmother was Cherokee Indian as well, and white. So my grandfather was Russian. So my mom's Russian, white, Cherokee, and my mother had me at Russia, Cherokee, and Rico. So my wife, you get what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm a mutt just like everybody else. So don't let the outside, don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, so when it comes to I know we're kind of off, but we're not. When it comes to captive breeding and stuff like that, I don't really have a concern, because you're not really, everyone is somehow mixed. Sorry, buddy. I know there's a lot of people say, no, you half Polack, half Dutch, half Italian, and Swiss Army. I don't know. I mean, come on. When you hear people talk about, I'm that night. Okay, bro. Okay. You look, just don't judge a book by its cover. You look at me, you can think whatever. You don't know me, fool. You know what I mean? And I don't know you. And I don't know your history. And a lot of times I don't know my own history, and you don't know yours. This is the place of realness. What can I say? Don't be mad at me because you were lied to your whole life. Anyway, should I rephrase that? I wish I could pop and drop 8 years of 8 year or so. I ain't have no new friends. I'll call myself Heinz 57, bottle and little of everything. I mean, for real though, I think it's because of CZ, but some of Eastern Europe have very strict import restrictions, almost zero, no fish. So Flashkin, once again, is doing a good job for people that are, when we were talking about that, and Mermaid made the comment of cut the bread and all that other stuff. And then, obviously I took it left. So just a little bit. So I think that's a great topic though. Captive bred. I think it's something that we need to really consider. I think times are going to get hard in this hobby. And I think, when times get hard when it comes to livestock like that, I think it is what it is. The people, though, can I say this? You know what gets on my nerves? I'll give you about 10 minutes. We got about 10 minutes left. What gets on my nerves is animal activists, the research or the things that are done are really not true. There's a lot of is lied to. There are some things. Now, we're going to talk about this fish. These fish are nothing but snack-sized bites fish for other animals, too. It's okay. They talk about humane, but it's okay for these fish to be eaten in the wild. What are we going to do? Take out all the sharks and the predators so the fish that don't eat each other, but these same fish that don't eat each other, they will kill each other. Okay? What are we doing? I have a hard time with this because I need to understand, what are we doing? Who are the nutbags talking about this? Oh, well, it's this or it's that. You don't say that shit about eating them. And some do, because now you got people that are vegan, want to push their vegan on us that are meat eaters. Like, you don't have these molars for no reason. I mean, you don't have these front teeth for no reason. Bite, snap, chew. I guess, they could say that's just for, grain, but at the end of the day, even vegetarians eat meat. Like the females that give birth to their calves and all that. I know it's a little disgusting, but damn, they eat the afterbirth, and they might. Cows are just straight grazers, but they'll slurp that shit right up. Trust me, I know. I've been on a farm, and pigs will eat their own, and pigs will eat you. Just saying. I don't understand, any of it, to be quite honest. I don't understand where's the whatever. These fish produce so much, and we're talking about an ocean that is over the course of how big? How big? We are surrounded, by 70% of ocean? Where is Achilles found? Where are yellow tangs found? You're telling me they're just only found in Hawaii? They don't venture outside of Hawaii? Can anybody help me with this? Do you think other countries will follow the ban? Everybody is a rider. What one does, next one wants to do. Think about this hobby, brother. You asking a question that you see. And if you don't follow, then you shunned. If you're not on the Radeon bandwagon and you got something else, you see people make fun of other people that are running Kessels, running Ocean Revives, running you should be running. Why? It all works, but what I'm trying to say is that you see how people jump on somebody else's tip and ride it till the wheels fall off. So yeah, if one country wants to do a ban, there's going to be others that's going to follow, especially if we're not greasing no palms and whatever else to get what we want. It's supply and demand, buddy. It is what it is. That's how this world's always been. Take. We got you, but we need you to do this. And people sell their soul to do whatever it is that they want or need. Are you going to get rid of that? No, probably not, because people are people, and not everybody's smart. Not everybody's born equally, smart. So what do you do? Divin needs a lot more companies to invest in captive breeding. Probably. I don't know how many companies out here that are investing in captive breeding. Not at all. I have no idea. But what I can tell you with this hobby, I think it's going to come to down to you guys taking care of and looking out for one another. I do kind of feel that way. I feel like you need to create friendships. Don't be assholes to people, because the same ones that can help you is the same ones can tell you to go, jump off a bridge and give yourself a reach around on the way down. I think people need to be more open and understanding where this hobby could end up, and therefore you need to set up some ways to, in case something happens to you, or your aquarium, should I say, that you're able to get back on the horse. This is the time that I would probably not run frag tanks with the same existing system, even though it's a heck of a convenience. This is the time that I would have systems running on their own system, just because if you tie everything into one system and it goes down, well, you're screwed anyway. Not to be funny. I'm just being real. You're screwed. The problem is most people can't handle two systems. One system ends up being neglected while the other one's thriving. So it's one of those things. How diehard are you for this hobby? So it's one of those things. I think propagating is killing the hobby. Propaganda? You think that? Hawkins says he thinks propaganda is killing the hobby. It really a matter of how effective propaganda is for a specific cause. Okay. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it's just one of those things, guys and girls. It's just it's something to truly think about. It's something to weigh on. We can do more talks about this at a later date, or next live stream, maybe later on this evening or tomorrow or whatever. But the reality is, yeah. It's I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those unfortunate things, but I do want people to understand what is happening is definitely something that you might want to concern yourself with, and you might want to prepare for that. Don't be the last guy and didn't try to prepare and nobody wants to bank corals with you, or anything like that. Make friends. You can make lots of friends on social media. Don't be trolls. Don't be whatever. Learn to become friends. Learn to, trust. Not everybody's going to be trustworthy. Not everybody's going to work out for you. Okay, understand that. You have to build a rapport some way, shape, or how. So you don't do anything that you can't afford to lose in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So if you wanted to work with somebody, work with somebody. But understand that there's a possibility you might get the shitty end of the stick, right? And if you're not willing to take the shitty end of the stick, then don't move. Don't do it. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is build a rapport with people, and that's all I'm saying. Those captive bred fish don't color up correctly, and they are smaller. Well, they're definitely going to be smaller. That's for sure, because the captive bred, and they're going to come in really small. The cool thing about it is you're going to get them from a real young lad, and you're going to have more years with them as they grow up into their full potential. It's just like a deer. A baby deer doesn't come out with, solid brown. It comes out with white spots, and it takes time for it to grow out of that into its final colors too. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't worry too much about that, same thing, like when they show 100 dead tangs laying out in the parking lot, then you think, wait, we ate 1 million of these per day and catch 1,000 for the hobby or whatever the numbers are. Those are all propaganda videos to try to get their point across or try to make the industry look bad, showing 1,000 dead tangs on a whatever. Now, let's be honest. The ocean's how big? If there was 1,000 dead tangs on just laying on the sidewalk, right? Just think, how many tangs are ate during the day in the wild, regardless? I mean, let's be real. So those same tangs is a food source. Even though they're on the concrete, throw them in the water, they become a food source, and they're still going to get eaten. I mean, not every tank is going to make it to dogwood. Think about what the numbers are just in clownfish. It's unbelievable, the survival rate in clowns. Really. Private lives? No, I never actually did it. Some things happened and I moved, but thanks for caring if I get money on private lives. But people are members, so those members that were privately anyway. So thank you, Fintime. They usually show same picture or videos over and over again to flip your way of thinking. Well, subliminal messaging. That's all that is. So it is what it is. Subliminal messaging. So if they keep showing you over and over and over, it's the way to sway you to feel a certain type of way. And if you start feeling a certain type of way, then they got you. They got you. What's up, Pigro? What's going on? But yeah, so come on, man. Spit it out. It's not yours. Spit that question out, man. But yeah, so I mean, listen, man, it's just a crazy time, crazy world, crazy things. How people think, how people are so misled. That's what gets me the most. How people can be so blind, so misled to believing all kinds of unnecessary BS. Just because it's on TV doesn't mean it's real. Just a hint. Especially when you got things that are actually being cut and edited. I mean, just saying, it ain't like you're seeing the news crews just walking up. Oh, hey, look at this guy. He just dumped 1,000 fish. I mean, that could have been set up. And then it just pan in on, oh my God, look what we just found. We're standing here in this parking lot of such and such. There's at least 1,000 tanks. Oh my God, how could anybody do this? And blah, 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 blah. Listen, man, people don't go for that. Don't fall for that. People, I'm just saying, YouTube, listen. It is what it is. I just got some guppies about 4 days ago, and they haven't extended their polyps. What can cause this? Try changing their location. Maybe they're just getting hit with too much flow. Maybe not enough flow. And it could be getting too much light. Maybe not. You said Ghani, right? Up to 4 weeks. Mine will close up for a month just because. Yeah, I mean to close up, but for and you say they stay closed for a whole month. I mean, not to be funny, man. I have mushrooms do that. I mean, stay tighter than I don't know what, and not open for a long period of time for whatever reason. But 4 weeks. Yeah, I don't think I've ever experienced 4 weeks. I maybe like a week or so, but I mean, obviously, if they can do that, then I guess 4 weeks is not realistic. I mean, not that it couldn't be realistic, should I say? Yeah, but I would check flow. I would check all that. Just try moving it and see. No 4 days, huh? 4 days ago, and they haven't extended their polyps. Try to entice. Not to be funny. Try turning off flow and entice with some Pilot Lab reeferates or whatever powder foods you have. I say that because that's what I normally carry. So that's why I say that. But gummies shrink when film algae grows on them. In the experience, if you see this, gently clean them off. And well, once again, wouldn't that be a flow issue, right? Also, target feet, that's what I would do. Reef raids and see if I can get them to enticed them to come out, and they still didn't come out, or you blew on them. Maybe flow or adjusting the water parameters. I kind of want to think it's flow. Most of the time, stuff like that, it does come down to the flow. And then if you turned off everything and you target fed, Money Man, Lady Green, Duncan, Honeycomb, Australian Forest Fire, Digi, Blue, Poly, Monty, and BR Pellet Food, and Worldwide Coral Squeeze. He said, okay, don't laugh, y'all. Hey, we gotta laugh now because you said not to, dude. But my NO3 is 30 parts per million. I mean, like I said, I've seen nitrates higher than that, and everything does good. That doesn't mean, you got to understand that you're taking something that's used to a certain other type of environment and bringing it into your environment with different levels. So that's obviously understandable. You got it 4 days ago. It takes time for it to adjust and all this other stuff. So, yeah, Hawkins says, I have higher than that. Exactly. I've seen a lot higher and nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. So I wanted to try it out. Yeah, well, try it out. Yeah. So anyway, we are 6 minutes over. All right, guys. Did everybody hit those thumbs up? Hopefully everybody hit those thumbs up. Hopefully. I'm running at 5 parts per million. Oh, there you go. Hopefully everybody hit those thumbs up. Thank you so much for hitting those thumbs up, showing love. I'm thinking about buying some fish tomorrow. Get her done. Get her done, man. For all my members, thank you all. Truly, thank you all for being a member on this channel, showing love and support to this channel. I greatly appreciate it, even though there's you get some haters talking about you get some money. Well, time is everything, but sorry they feel that way. But anyway, I'm prepared and ready. I'm prepared and ready. All right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Prepared and ready. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop off here. Appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate these live streams. I need to start working at some point on a video that I did of the beast finally leaving. Hopefully, we're gonna get this bad boy going and cheese. Open her up, get the SD card out. Hopefully it works out. But yeah, so thanks everyone. These have been 2 great live streams today.